Hey YouTube, it's Mark.
And Rocky.
And we are
This Cruise Life.
Carnival today has announced their answer to Royal Caribbean's perfect day at CoCo Cay. Stick around.
That's right. Today, Carnival announced Celebration Key. More details were finally released. About a week ago, people were able to sign up for email notifications. People signed up by the thousands. They were so curious to learn about this new destination.
Private destination.
Yeah.
The first ever private destination built exclusively for Carnival Cruise Lines.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. It's going to be at the south end of Grand Bahama Island. It's going to feature a mile-long beach, beautiful sand. The cool thing about this new destination, 2 Excel class ships are capable of docking on a pier.
They're building a pier that can accommodate the largest ships in Carnival's fleet. So that must mean if they can bring in 2 Excel class ships, there's a lot to do there.
A lot to do there.
Like, what are some of the features?
Yeah, so they're going to have the largest freshwater lagoon in the Caribbean. It's going to be this destination is going to be developed around that lagoon. It's
Here's a visual of what that looks like. The thing that I get the most excited about is the mile-long white sand beach. Mm-hmm. Yes, please. That sounds like a perfect place to spend the day.
It really does.
It sounds like a perfect way to spend the day. I don't know if I can say that.
It's a great way to celebrate at Celebration Key.
Oh, look at that. Yes, it's a great way. Carnival Celebration Key. What else is going to happen there?
They're going to have a bunch of local people selling their wares.
Bohemian shops.
Yep, Bohemian shops. A lot of different Bohemian businesses there. There'll be food, of course, available and drinks for those of you that need to get your drink on. Yep. And it's just going to be a traditional, fun, private port day.
They talk a lot about Grand Bahama excursions. They talk about activities for kids and families and adults alike. It'll be interesting to see if they have an adults only area. So there's a lot of information that is unknown yet still about this private destination.
Right. Phase 1 is still not yet released. They were talking about the teaser that Phase 1 will be released soon.
Very soon. But as you look at the visual, it appears almost like there's a sand castle welcome center.
That's cool.
Water slide. We're not quite sure what that is.
Right.
But there will likely be all sorts of water sports, various activities. As again mentioned, there will be excursions throughout Grand Bahama, which is also cool. What else?
As of right now, that's all that's been released.
Okay. Well, Carnival, I can tell you, and I quote, says that they are building the premier exclusive cruise port destination in the Caribbean with Celebration Key. You hear that? They are laying down the gauntlet, and so we are super excited to see what else comes and what other announcements come in the coming weeks.
Right. So today, they actually, as part of this major announcement, was the release of itineraries. So starting in July of 2025, you can hop onto the first few ships. There's actually 12 of them right now that have itineraries, 12 ships that is.
12 ships, 8 home ports.
Yeah, 8 home ports.
You can get there from many
and
different...
400 itineraries that they have released that will go to Celebration Key. And they're still planning and working on releasing an additional 6 more ships to this with an additional 100 more itineraries.
Oh, I missed that part.
So they're definitely investing a lot of sailings and rearranging what their itineraries are going to look like to include Celebration Key. Similar to what you see with a lot of the other cruise lines that have their personal private ports of call. These ports, or this port visit, is going to be probably either the day before you return to your home port, if it's Miami or Fort Lauderdale or Port Canaveral, or the day after you set sail. It's so close in proximity to the east coast of Florida that it makes it a really quick hop over, which means that they can include this port of call on 3-day cruises, which is kind of cool. You get some really nice Caribbean escapes while you're on these cruises.
Keep in mind, though, that you will likely visit another Bohemian port after you visit Celebration Key, before or after. Because if you don't, remember the Bahamas introduced that new tax, tourism tax, that if you only visit a cruise line's private island, you pay a bunch more in tax per passenger on that sailing. And so if Celebration Key is the only spot on your itinerary, you're going to have a little bit of an elevated tax bill, but that is to support, quote unquote, local development in the Bahamas. So you're supporting a good cause.
So that's all the information that we have so far about Celebration Key.
It's a quick update. They've not released a whole ton of information, but we wanted to come to you and let you know because we are super excited about this new destination.
Yeah, it's great. It's awesome seeing Carnival with their own private destination.
And it's cool to see how they continue to compete and set themselves apart from some of the other cruise lines out there. Now, of course, they're following fast in the footsteps of Royal Caribbean. Well, not so fast. They're following in the footsteps of Royal Caribbean, but it is neat to see them investing and continuing to invest in the Caribbean, as well as new destinations.
Yeah, excited to check it out. For more updates like this, make sure that you like this video.
Wherever that like button is, the subscribe right over here.
And smash that notification bell.
Until next time, we'll see you soon.